Hello, everyone. This is Michael Balesta. Sunday, the Browns fell to the Los Angeles Chargers 38-14 in Cleveland. The Browns opened up the game with the ball, checking the play-by-play chart courtesy of the NFL and Browns app. Baker Mayfield hit David Njoku on the first play from scrimmage for a 14-yard gain. The drive stalled when Rayshon Jenkins and Corey Liuget were able to sack the quarterback. Commentator Sparoditis talked about the fact that the Chargers had gone a long time without scoring a touchdown on their opening drive, and that is exactly what they did. Keenan Allen caught a pass from Phillip Rivers for 17, which was preceded by his 16-yard run, and running back Melvin Gordon carried the ball for 16 of his own. Gordon polished off the drive from 4 yards out with less than 5 minutes elapsed for the game. Cleveland put together a promising drive that started from their own 23-yard line. Carlos Hyde had runs of 9 and 20, but the latter carry was called back as Desmond Harrison was called for a face mask penalty. Orson Charles made a reception of 8 yards on 2nd and 13 from the 20 to make third down more manageable. Mayfield found Duke Johnson on the left side for a 32-yard gain to get the Browns in Los Angeles territory. Baker tried twice for Antonio Callaway but unsuccessfully, and Cleveland had to play the field position game as Seth DeValve downed Britton Colquitt's punt inside the 5. Rivers threw 2 incompletions, and the Browns got the ball back on a 3-and-out at their own 46 despite Damian Ratley getting called for holding on the punt return. After a Mayfield incompletion followed by Hyde rushing for 3, Mayfield would get hurt by running towards the near sideline trying to get the necessary 7 yards on third down, but stepped on the first down marker, which was mentioned on the Red Zone Channel Twitter account. Though he hobbled around soon after the play, he played the entire game. As for the result, he was a yard shy, but he took a quarterback sneak forward to move the chains on fourth down to the Chargers' 43. Hyde had nowhere to run on first down. Then Njoku caught a 4-yard pass, but the rookie quarterback made some mistakes in an area of the field that cannot be made. On 3rd and 6 from the 39, Mayfield got sacked by Isaac Rochelle, but because of Jalil Adai's illegal use of hands infraction, Cleveland got a reprieve. Still, the Browns were at the 34. On the precipice of field goal range, Derwin James and Damian Square converged on Mayfield on 2nd down, then Baker's pass to Callaway fell incomplete. The Browns had twice missed out on getting a chance of getting at least 3 points, but special teams bounced their way as Allen took a fair catch inside the 10, and the Chargers got penalized to put the ball back at the 4. Melvin Gordon did get a 5-yard carry, which was sandwiched between Rivers' incompletions to Mike Williams, and after 1 quarter of play, both teams had 3 possessions, but still only a 7-0 game through 15 minutes. The Browns were set to open the second quarter up after Jabril Peppers had a 13-yard punt return to set up shop at the Chargers' 33. After an unsuccessful trick play, Hyde gained 5 yards, then Callaway caught a pass for 9 yards. Following another 4-yard carry by Carlos, Baker went incomplete to Jarvis Landry twice, and Greg Joseph made a 33-yard field goal. On the 4th possession for Los Angeles, Antonio Gates caught a 5-yard pass from Rivers to the Charger 30. Then Gordon had back-to-back carries of 13 and 7, but Allen fumbled on the next play and Austin Eckler recovered, and the Browns lost a golden opportunity for a takeaway and another short field. Cleveland got a 33-yard punt return from Peppers, and they were inside the Los Angeles 40. Landry went for 4 on first down, but Hyde was held in check on 2nd down. Isaac Rochelle thwarted another chance for a field goal try as he sacked Mayfield for a 5-yard loss. Colquitt did his job again, pinning the Chargers back at their own 11, but Rivers burned the Cleveland defense with back-to-back passes to Tyrell Williams of 44 and 45 yards. The latter play against 3 defenders nearby, and Los Angeles was up 14-3. The Browns started their next drive from their own 21 as Jabril ran the ball out from his own end zone. Ratley caught an 8-yard play, then Hyde and Nick Chubb each got touches to set up 2nd and 6 from the Cleveland 36. Njoku was able to move the ball into the Chargers side of the field for 22. After Chubb ran for 19, Ratley got caught with his hand in the cookie jar as he was called for holding. The spot foul caused a rare 1st and 1 at the 33, and Njoku moved the sticks with a 2-yard catch. Ratley went for 8 yards 2 plays later. Mayfield tried to hit Landry on 4th down, but it was a low percentage play, and Los Angeles got the ball back on downs. The Chargers were able to methodically go down the field courtesy of Gordon and Allen to get from their own 23 to the Cleveland 47 Then 3 plays later from the 29, the left tackle moved 1 or 2 full seconds early, no flag came out, and Rivers found Tyrell Williams for 6 inside the final minute of the half. To Cleveland's credit, they were able to put together another decent drive. Peppers got a 27-yard kickoff return to give the Browns defense decent field position at the 31. Mayfield went to Johnson, who wisely stepped out at the 45. Then Duke's name was called again, and he picked up 11 more yards. Following a timeout with 28 seconds left, Mayfield could not connect with Callaway, but found Landry on the next play to get 7 yards. After another timeout, Ratley caught a pass to set up a goal-to-go situation from the 10. Unfortunately, Mayfield threw an incompletion in the direction of Njoku, and there was only time for Joseph to try from 28, and he provided the final points of the half to make it a 2-possession game at the interval. The defense yielded a 20-yard play to Allen to start the third quarter, but Jamie Collins wrapped up on Melvin Gordon for a tackle for loss. After Los Angeles committed a false start penalty, Joe Schobert and Larry Okunjobi were credited in taking down Rivers for a 12-yard sack, and the Browns were set for their 8th series on offense. The drive lasted 1 play as Desmond King intercepted Mayfield and returned it 33 yards to the Cleveland 10-yard line. The Chargers wasted no time cashing in on the turnover as Gordon ran it in on the ensuing play to make it 28-6. The offense could not sustain a drive, and the tired defense gave up an 11-play drive that consumed more than 7 minutes off the clock. Los Angeles committed penalties of holding and a delay of game to put themselves in a 1st and 25 situation, but Allen caught a 20-yard pass, and Cleveland caught a bad break as Joe Schobert got hurt on the play. The Chargers got a first down after Allen took a pitch for 5 to get themselves out to their own 45. 2 plays later, Eckler gained 16 yards. He would get the ball twice more on the drive before Melvin Gordon went in from 11 yards out, and the route was on with still more than 18 minutes left in regulation. The Browns got receptions from Ratley and Njoku, but could not cross midfield. Cleveland forced a 3-and-out to get the ball back early in the fourth quarter. The Browns started from the Los Angeles 42. On 3rd and 8, Johnson received a 16-yard pass to extend the drive. Then Ratley took Mayfield's completion to the 1 before Njoku was able to haul in Cleveland's lone touchdown for the day. The Callaway was on the receiving end of a successful 2-point try to make it 35-14 with more than 12 minutes remaining. The Chargers chewed up some more clock, got inside the Browns' 10, but Christian Kirksey was able to get an interception on Phillip Rivers. On the ensuing possession, Duke Johnson ran for 13 yards, but on the next play, Desmond King got his second pick of Baker Mayfield on the day, leading to the final points of the afternoon as Michael Badgley had no problems from 44 yards out. On Cleveland's final offensive series, Mayfield got sacked at the 19, and Johnson got some room to go for 23. Baker completed 2 more passes to Ratley and Njoku respectively, but for the second time, the ball was turned over on downs on the plus side of the field. Geno Smith came in for Rivers, and Los Angeles ran out the clock. Mayfield had a few chances that were missed on throws to wide receivers, so it was frustrating that Cleveland could not execute those plays, which might have made the first half an even tighter contest than 21-6. It was a reminder of the growing pains that I anticipated would happen this season. I think getting pummeled at home should serve as a wake-up call that there is still a lot of work to be done. Though they put up a lot of points in Oakland a few weeks ago, the Browns have had trouble finishing drives, let alone scoring points. They are not ready to be a postseason team this year, and there have been lots of injuries, but the pursuit of being one of the league's best teams will take some time. The tackling on defense was abysmal, as the Chargers were just gashing them on the ground. Phillip Rivers was able to make some big throws over the top. The third touchdown should not have counted since they had a false start penalty, but there were far too many mistakes made Sunday to be blaming the officials, and the score spoke for itself. Elsewhere, in the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 28-21 in Ohio, while the Baltimore Ravens were 21-0 winners in Nashville against the Tennessee Titans. The Bengals and Ravens are tied for the division lead at 4-2. The Steelers are 3-2-1, who have a bye week coming up, and the Browns sit at 2-3-1. Cleveland visits the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 2-3 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday. The Bucs are coming off of a 34-29 defeat at the hands of the Atlanta Falcons last Sunday in Georgia. Also on the same day, Baltimore hosts the 4-1 New Orleans Saints at 4:05, and Cincinnati visits the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 5-1 at 20. The NBA starts tonight, but on Wednesday, the Cleveland Cavaliers begin regular season play in Toronto at 7:30 p.m. Eastern against the Raptors. The road trip will continue on Friday at 8 p.m. against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sunday will be the first game at Quicken Loans Arena as the Atlanta Hawks come to town to start a 2-game homestand. According to the NBA app, Cleveland is not scheduled for a national TV appearance until November 13th when they host the Charlotte Hornets at 7. As for some of the other televised games listed at this time, LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers visit Northeast Ohio November 21st at 8 o'clock with the reversed fixture January 13th at 9:30. They have home games against the Washington Wizards December 8th at 7:30, the Brooklyn Nets February 13th, and the Raptors on March 11th, both at 7. On April 1st, the Cavaliers will visit the Phoenix Suns at 10. The All-Star break comes on the third weekend of February, and the playoffs will take place starting on the second weekend of April. As for the preseason, the Cavs were 2-2 after both wins came against the Boston Celtics. The two defeats were against the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons. With no LeBron, I expect Cleveland to be a team that could be in contention for one of the final playoff spots, but they ought to have a more competitive team than in the period when James left for the Miami Heat in 2010 until 2014. I look forward to watching Colin Sexton playing with Larry Nance Jr., Kyle Korver, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson this season. The North Texas Browns backers will meet at Fox and Hound in Dallas this Sunday. Kickoff is at noon Central Time. Fox and Hound is located on Midway and the Bush Tollway, so please be sure to bring your family and friends. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, please check out the Facebook group North Texas Browns Backers page and hit the like button for the latest updates there. If you live outside of the North Texas region, please search to find a Browns Backers club closest to you. The text of this blog is available at http://www.mjbolesta2, as in the number 2, blog.wordpress.com. http://www.mjbolesta2blog.wordpress.com. I am on Twitter at mjbolesta2 and on Facebook at Michael Bolesta. Archive videos on YouTube can be found by searching Michael Bolesta, Roman numeral 2. God bless. Have a good week. Be safe. Take care.